Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D Coin Channel, and it's the 1979 Jefferson nickel from the United States of America, San Francisco Mint, Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and Denver Mint, all right here, right up front. And we see these are in kind of different condition, and it turns out that this one over here, which looks a little muddy, may be the most valuable one. This is probably the second most valuable one, and this one here is not really valuable at all, even though it's the shiniest and sweetest looking of all the three coins. This is the 1979 San Francisco Mint Jefferson nickel, and we change the light a little bit, and you can see this is a deep cameo version of the nickel, and it's also one of two types of S nickels from 1979. They have the filled S, and then they have the clear S, and this is the filled S. If we look at this one, we see that it's clearly in incredibly good condition, smooth edge. We get onto the back, and again we see just incredible condition. We can see all the steps. We can see a little bit of coloring here even. If you get this in the best condition you can possibly get it in, and that is a proof 70 deep cameo, which is not much better than this, it's only worth $80 because they've already found 357 proof 70 deep cameos. PCGS grades these, and when you get them graded, you get them put into something along these lines. So this is a 1981 version of the S, which went for about $7, and this is a proof 69 deep cameo, and you can see that it gets in here, it gets graded, and if you get a lot of these, the value goes way down. So in 1981, I think there was maybe a few thousand of these. And so just no value once you get up to a lot of them. So this one, even though it looks the best, not the most expensive. How about this one here? This is the Philadelphia version, and you can see that this is also very, very detailed. A couple little scratches in there, a little bit of a blemish there, a coin cooling blemish there. We get over here, though, we see that it's 1979, not a great star, but still really good detail. We flip it over to the back, and we see why this is not hugely valuable. In 1979, at the Denver and Philadelphia Mint together, they made about 800 million nickels. And of those 800 million nickels they made, there's less than 200 that have full steps on them that were in general circulation. So this one doesn't have anything anywhere near full steps, and so it's going to be maybe worth a few dollars. The highest value Philadelphia coin they've ever found is a Mint State 66 with full steps, and that goes for about $925. There is an auction record, though, of $2,150 from Mint State 66 full steps from 2016. And then finally, this is the one that may be the most valuable of the three. Let's take a look at it and see if it is. It's a D, but it's a filled D, and this is par for the course in the 70s. At the Denver Mint, this coin in a Mint State 65 full steps is worth $24. At a Mint State 67 full steps is worth $8,250. Let's flip it over and see what we have for steps here. And when we do, we see that we have some pretty good steps. Maybe not a complete full steps version, but close. Sometimes you get a little scratch, like one or two scratches here. It could still be a full steps version. So this one is close. It may not be a full steps, but because there are so few of them, this still might be worth $24 or $25. Well, what about all that coating on there? A lot of collectors love this patina or kind of tarnished look to it, and so this does not take away from the value of the coin at all. And if we get a little bit to the side on this, we can see some colors in here when we tip this up and back, so that adds to the value also. So of the three, the Denver Mint one, even though it looks kind of the dirtiest, is the most valuable one, and the San Francisco one, even though it's the shiniest and most beautiful of the three. Beauty is in the eye of the beholders when you're a coin collector, and beholders want these kind of coins like this. Now, in 1979, you probably all remember that was the year that the Susan B. Anthony dollar came out. and it's not really that much bigger than the nickel. It's a little bit bigger than the quarter. This is a Philadelphia version. This is the first year of it. Of course, on the back is the reverse from Francus bar that was actually taken almost completely from the Eisenhower dollar reverse from 1976, 1776. So the Susan B's came out from Philadelphia, they came out from Denver, and they came out from San Francisco. The Susan B's are going to be the really expensive coins in 1979, but as we saw, you can still get a nickel that goes for as much as $8,250. Well, that's all we have today for the Big D Coin Channel. Please subscribe to the channel and leave any comments you have in the comment section.